my friends, it's Velvet here. I thought, I started this project by myself, not, thinking to record it. And then I thought, well, since this is a first for me, let's bring you along for the ride. So here's what I've done. I have a Marie Callender's box, and it's an interesting shape. It's a square, and I don't usually do that, and it's, it's kind of wide, but I brought it down anyways. And so here's what I'm going to do. I should make that in, it doesn't matter. This is the outside, and I grabbed, what did I do with it? Oh, what did I do with it? Darn it. Oh, here it is. This is coordinated fabrics that I got from a House of Books. Hopefully you can see that. houseofbooks.com. I love these because it takes the guesswork out for me. And they sent lots. So I've got these two. I've got this, and it fits the inside perfectly. I also got this, and it's just short of the box. I could cut the box, of course, but I didn't want to. I thought these two looked so pretty together that I decided to use them. And then there are other small things, and I thought maybe I could sew these to pages as pockets. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I would be tempted to go, ow. I would be tempted to do something that's quilt-like, but this is my first time using two fabrics, and I'm going to sew them together before I even put them down. So what I've done is, hopefully you can see all this, I lined up my fabric here so that it overlaps just a little tiny bit. If it doesn't work, that's okay, because I can cut the box down. And I'm just going to pin it along the whole length here. And then I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine. You know what? These butterflies on this are perfectly lined up and straight. So if I follow the butterflies, I might not have too much of an issue. Okay, so I'm not a seamstress, okay? Just so you know. This is not going to be pretty as far as like watching me pin things, because like I said, I'm not a seamstress. I do not. Oh my gosh. I just realized something. This is folded in half. Look at that. Okay. Let's start over then. All right. I did not realize it. And the good thing is you can't see through it. So, starting over. I think what I'm going to do is just put a pin here, because that will be probably roughly where the where it stops, where I can stop sewing right there. All right, so let's do the same thing here. Well, wait a minute. Okay, this has got to be moved over a little because I don't want that yellow end of the fabric. Yeah, okay, that works. And then we've got this. Let's turn it this way, only because that end is wrinkled. And then let's figure out, so this is how I did it. And yes, I know I could measure, but I opted not to. All right, now we're lined up with that row of butterflies, I think. Is that where we want to be? These are butterflies. Does it fit all the way? Okay, let's just put something here. Okay, let's go back here. Make sure that's straight. This is going to be brutal for you. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this and come back when I've got it pinned. All right, I've got it pinned. You know, obviously, if I had ironed this, it would be a lot easier, but I did not. So this is just how it's going to be. It just is. And I've cut the excess off the ends. So now I am ready to take it to my machine and get it sewn down the middle. And then I will bring it back and I'll glue this. I think with double-sided tape. Glue it to the package and then I will sew around it again. And then I will put the, well, actually it would make sense if I put the one fabric on the inside and tacked that down too. So anyways, off to the machine. Okay, I am back and this has been sewn. And believe it or not, it's pretty straight. I don't know if you can tell, but I just did a zigzag. I just think that the zigzag is cute. All right. Now, I am going to do what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to use double-sided tape to get these down, but I'm not going to go all the way to any edges. So I'm going to go like this. Oh, I thought I was going to go like this. Usually that rips, but I guess I'm trying to rip from the wrong side. All right. Now, this may not work. I don't know if any of you have tried this before, to stick it down with double-sided tape and then sew around it. It does rip, not very well. Okay. Usually I use glue and I cover this whole thing, so that's why I'm wondering, is it going to work or not? All right, before I waste any more tape, let's just see how this works. Have to make sure that that one there is lined up. I hope my hair is not getting in the way of, okay. I think I'm where I need to be. Let's see if I can get this up. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So as long as that stays there, then I can do these. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to do one at a time. That way, if it falls or anything. All right, 2 down, many to go. And I need to make sure that it stays straight across there too, across the bottom. All right, so far it's holding. I am going to put one on the spine, of course. It's almost to the end. The reason I'm not putting it all the way to the end is because I intend to sew and I don't want to get the glue you know, the adhesive in my sewing machine. But a lot of people say that it doesn't really gum up the machine too much, but I have sewn through glue before. Glue. And it has affected the needle. Okay, that's a little crooked, but that's okay. I'm hoping you can see this, how I'm doing this. It's not the neatest thing to do, but it's working. Okay, let's just make sure we can close that now. I think I'll tack that down. I know it's going to get fixed once I sew it, but there we go. All right, so that's what that looks like. I happen to love loose threads, so I don't know what I'll do about those. We'll see. All right, now for the inside, get rid of these. I am going to use this tan. It matches really well with the outside. I better make sure that it's not doubled up here. It doesn't look it. Okay. So really all I need to do is put down that glue. And this is really like so close in size. It's almost like it was meant to be. So I don't know. I think I will. Well, I can pull it down so that it meets the top or bottom, and then I'll have a little tiny bit left over, I guess. So that's what I'm doing next. I'm gonna, well, you know what, I will just not talk and I'll speed this part up in the video. All right, the inside is glued down. I'm not crazy about how it goes like that, but the sewing machine should take care of that. And this is how it's going to look. So there's that and that. Let me go sew this and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Just realized that that's maybe not there even. So here's how it turned out. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. It is a junk journal after all, so I'm not gonna tear myself up too much about it. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take an X-Acto knife. First I will cut this fabric, and then I will take an X-Acto knife and cut the cardboard where it shows there. Doesn't look terrible though. So, I mean, it could be worse. And that's how it looks on the spine. So, oops, upside down. I'm going to keep doing that. Yeah, that's how it looks. See, that wasn't stretched tight enough there, but that's okay. I may be able to cover it up with something, you know, when I beautify this. All right, so you've been with me long enough. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching me, or kind of watching me do, you know, the mixed fabric here. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Bye.